Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, turn on those post notifications, and join the family. If you're old here, welcome back. On today's video, we are going to talk about advice on becoming a scuba diver or an open water diver. The first thing you need to do is if you know how to swim, that's fine, but if you don't, you need to take swimming lessons. And also, make sure before you even do the classes, make sure that you try it before you dive. Talk to your dive shop, see if they have like a pool party where you can go and try it, because some of them, a lot of them do. That's what I did, and in my very first video I posted, that's what I did. I tried it before I did it, before I became a diver. I've been diving now for 4 years, and it's not as easy as it looks. It's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of training for us to get this point. Because we go through a lot of training. That's why you'll learn that in the classes. When you sign up for a class, when you sign up for scuba diving, when you sign up to become a diver, then you'll learn how to do all that. You learn how to do the book work. You learn how to, set up the gear, and we'll be doing that in another video. We'll be doing that on setting up the equipment and showing you what all goes into it. But on today's video, we are going to go over that, some advice on that. And the advice is, make sure it's something that you want to do. See, for me, it's been a passion for me to do that. I've always wanted to do that. But some of you are being forced into doing it. But make sure it's something that you want to do. Because you don't want to do it. You don't want to jump into it if you don't feel comfortable doing it. Because in our profession, it can. A lot of accidents have happened. So make sure it's something that you want to do. And also, make sure that you practice leading up to it. Because I practice leading up to it. Because I went from January, February, March, and April, I practiced in the pool, swimming the laps, because you need to learn how to be able to go 200-300 yards. So that's what I did. And leading up to it, I practiced that. So you need to do that too. Practice, but make sure you find a dive. Make sure you talk to the dive shop, or your local dive shop, and see if they have a try it before you do it. Because that's what I did. So that's what you want to do. You want to make sure you do that. Because it's not as easy as it looks. It's a lot of hard work, a lot of training, and for us to get this point. Because I've been diving now for 4 years, and I have over 25 dives. So it's pretty. It's pretty fun. Especially when you go on vacation, man, you can use that, and it's fun. But yeah, that's what you want to do. You want to make sure that, but the number one thing is swimming lessons. And but we'll go over how to assemble the gear in the next video. I'll show you how to do the hook up the octo to the cylinder. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on those posts, notifications, so you don't miss when I do a future upload. Because but you want to make sure. There's a lot that goes into it. There's a lot that goes into it. So make sure it's something that you want to do. So then that way you know that you're not going into something that could get you hurt. If you, because there's a lot of times that we've seen a lot of divers who came into our sport our hobbies, and they got injured, and it could, but make sure that's something that you want to do. So you have a safe, fun adventure under the water, because we don't want to see anybody getting hurt. So make sure that's something that you want to do. So then that way you can have a safe, fun adventure for years to come. And once you get that certification, it's yours for life. So then that way, because I've seen a lot of divers who got injured or killed because they was doing something stupidity and they didn't know what they were doing. So that's why we take classes. That's why we have classes. But we make sure you try it before you dive. Then that way by trying it for free, then and it may not be always free, depending on where you go, depending on the dive shop you use. I tried it for free down at the dive tank, like I told you in the first video I posted, but that was down at the boat show though. But going to the dive shop, it's not free. But it's worth the money though. It's worth the money. But once you try it, make sure you try it before you go into it. Because in that way by trying it in the dive tank first, then that once you sign up for the classes, that you're not going to get into it and do like the one girl did at White Star Koi. She went there, and as soon as she saw where we was going to dive at, because we had the platforms at 20 feet down, and once she saw that, she decided to back out and leave. She's like, I'm not doing this. So yeah, make sure before you do it, make sure think about it overnight and think about do I really want to do this, or is it something I want to do? Because once you get into it, you have to care for your equipment and stuff, and it's really it's fun and rewarding. It really is. It's really fun and rewarding to do what I'm doing. I've been doing it for 4 years, so I like it. But there's a lot of risks involved with it. But that's like the risks in everything else we do. But yeah. So that'll be the end of today's video. But I'll catch you in the next one. Make sure you turn on those post notifications and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single video upload. But I'll be back with the next video, and we'll go on more on that, on how to assemble the gear and what's all involved in it in the next one. So I will catch you in the next one.